Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Maybe I'm too far away from the mic. Is that better? Well, the trial will be starting shortly, and I've got it up, and I'm uh, very excited that everyone is coming back to join us again today. I'm not made up at all, and the weather is so strange. It was like 20 degrees, and now it feels like it's like 60. I don't know. Anyway, we're here today, and we're going to observe this trial that's taking place in Utah. And this lady, Kouri Richins, has been accused of poisoning her husband. And so that's what our subject matter is today. I tried to take a few notes on the things, but it's clear to me that the defense is trying to blame it, say they're trying to frame me. It was sort of like Lori said. Lori was like, Brandon, from the very minute that it happened, was saying it was so and so. So Kouri is saying that about this family too. She's saying they were trying to frame me from the time it happened. And I'm just going to say this too. The defense, are trying to paint Eric as a drug addict or something. And here he was a person who had illness and had actual pain. He had prescriptions. And so, yes, I'm sure he did take some pills, but that does not make him need to be killed by his wife. So, no victims are perfect, and no victims' families are perfect either. These people, the sister-in-law seems to be so excited to finally get her in her place that she's exaggerating some points, like, about what happened, and she could just not be saying those things and she would come out better because the truth will stand for itself. All right, this trial is not starting yet. I guess I've got the sound on so we can hear when they do start. And Kresha, when you get ready to come up, you can, or if anybody has any, put in the chat if you think that there's a chance that Kouri is going to get off. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that there's a chance that Kouri is going to get off. Let's see what got here. I don't see. Well, nobody's voting yet, so I'm just going to say it. I think there's a chance she could get off. And that's the reason why it's so very important when these things are happening for podcasters or people to not get in the are we froze?
I know. I was wondering the same thing. Just like you're froze. And I don't have an audio avatar. That's why you can hear me. Oh.
I hear you twice.
Now you're not. Now you're not froze.
Okay. Well, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've been noticing that on quite a few other channels. So, yeah. I don't know why it does that. It does that for Jules' thought for sure.
I also wanted to say, and I was going to say this to you before we started, and it's something for the chat to know too, that it seems like that YouTube is using more AI tools to censor our speech.
Oh, yeah.
And last night, and I just heard about it just a little while ago, that a channel was taken down because it was mass reported.
And we know how people around these parts like to mass report.
Yes. And also, we know that some people have a whole lot of people that could do that too. So,
Mhm.
so
If
anyway,
if we go down, Donna, there will be a groundswell, don't you know?
well, that's true. But what I was thinking is that maybe we should start also streaming to yeah, Twitch or boy, that's
Oh,
new.
Lord. I gotta do this. I can't do the
Oh
bubble.
no, don't do that. Y'all can see
I
all my
can't take it.
anyway.
Yeah.
So uh, some other people are streaming on Kick and Rumble, just in addition to YouTube,
Mhm.
so that your people know where to go to find you if somebody does put you down.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a back channel, but
One
I
channel
mean,
is
I
a
can
lot,
barely take care of one, you know? I'm just like, "Oh my god."
and two, like uh, some of them, like Kicks, only stay up for a month and then they go down.
Oh, no, if I'm gonna be putting time and stuff in, then I need it to
I'm
have
not
a
sure why. Maybe you can put them back up, like rotate them and I don't know, but it'd be something to find out for sure.
yeah,
Anyway, all that being said, we don't want to give anybody a reason to do that. And two, you don't
mm.
know who it is, too. They don't know who it is, and you know.
Could they just be saying that it's mass reported too? I mean, how are you supposed to know for
Well,
sure
that's true
what's going
because
on?
um, because I have access to the backstage of your YouTube channel. I'm trying to think why I'm telling you this.
Hold on, I'm about to be messing with some buttons while you do that, okay? So just don't freak out.
Okay, you go mess with buttons, and I
Oh,
will.
okay. I've
That's
never
okay,
done that
honey.
before.
I'll just do this. I'll just do this for a minute.
No,
Uh,
you're fine. No, I saw some stuff on the left and I'm like, "Oh, well, what is that?"
oh, that's me. Where am I? Oh, I'm behind now.
No, I took the thing
That's
off, yeah.
okay. That's okay. They don't care. Nobody needs to see me. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm sure it wasn't important, but it had to do with behind the scenes something that you can see that I noticed that maybe it'll come back to me. I hate that really bad. Maybe I should make another pot of coffee.
Mm. Okay, the other only because 'cause I'm paranoid because I do this, yours is playing, right? Because it's not supposed to come on till 10. I scheduled 30 minutes early, gives us time to come
Yeah, it's
in.
playing. It's playing,
Okay.
but you know what we could do is also put law and crime in the back too.
Wall and climb in the back of what?
No, I'm just having a law and crime tab up to look. And two, yesterday my audio got way off from their.
Oh, darn. You know what? I found this, plugin, I don't know if you have a Mac or a regular computer or whatever, but I have this plugin that it'll, like, amplify the sound up to 500%. It's like if the audio gets too bad. This is not really bad audio, you know?
It's just different from. We don't seem to be at the same level with it. I have us
Right.
down low, and then when they come in down low, then I have to kick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey. All rise.
I was leaving. It says, "Hey Donna from Leave It to Beaver." Oh, it's coming on.
You folks
Yep.
can have a seat as you come in. Thank you.
Okay, let me get off here.
All right, please have a seat. Good morning. Thank you for your patience. We'll begin this morning with cross-examination of Ms. Gibson. Ms. Gibson, you are still under oath.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Ms. Nestor, please proceed.
May it please the court. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Gibson, you and I have met before, but just for purposes of the jury, again, my name is Kathy Nestor, and I do represent Kouri Richins along with my co-counsel. So I wanted to start by just kind of revisiting what we discussed yesterday about your role in this case.
Okay.
So it's my understanding that you are, for purposes of saying it an easy, non-lawyerly way, you're the evidence lady, right?
Yes.
So all the evidence that's in this case kind of comes under your purview, right?
Yes, it does.
And you're responsible for being told when it's located, right?
Correct?
If possible, photographing it where it's found.
Yes.
If not possible, then making a log of where you're told it was found.
Correct?
Keeping those logs, safe and secure, right?
Yes.
Noting on the logs the day it was found, the location it was found, and by whom it was found.
Yes.
Making sure then that it's packaged in a way that it can't be tampered with later.
Yes.
And then storing the evidence in some way that is protected from the public or from tampering.
Yes.
And by the way, where do you store all of your evidence?
In our evidence room in the sheriff's office.
Here, just right across from this courthouse?
Correct.
Right. And that room is locked.
Yes.
And only certain people have access to that room.
Correct.
And whenever anybody goes in or out of that room, they have to sign in, right?
It's a key card access. Yes.
Okay. And then ultimately your goal is throughout the investigation, if someone needs to look at something, they got to go through you and you check it out and let them look at it and then check it back in.
Yes.
Right. And then you also, the plan is at trial, you're going to come with a box and you're going to show it to the jury. Some things they may be able to see, some they may not. But ultimately, you're going to hand all that evidence over to the jury. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Now, there is an exception for some types of evidence. For example, we've heard testimony in this trial about blood and bodily fluids and samples of tissue. You don't maintain those, correct?
Correct.
Pardon me?
Correct. Just to clarify, we do have a few items from the medical examiner's office that are stored in evidence.
But not fluid of
No.
nature, right?
No.
Because most of that is maintained by the medical examiner's office, right?
Correct.
Or the labs where those items were shipped.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other type of evidence that someone other than you has a hold of in this case?
Not that I know of.
Right. So one of the pieces of evidence that you are responsible for gathering in this case included the 911 call. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
And tell us what you did to obtain that call.
I believe I was booked into evidence on a USB.
On a little thumb drive?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever reviewed the USB and made sure that the call was in fact on it?
Yes.
And you verified that that was a true and accurate copy of the call?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, at this point, we would move to admit State's Exhibit 2-40, which is the 911 call in this case.
Is this, forgive me, just so I have context, this is the same as the one we've already heard?
I did a little snippet of it in my opening, but it has not come in yet.
Mr. Bloodworth?
Your Honor, it's Ms.
Oh, my apologies, Ms. Sherman.
That's all right, Your Honor. My objection is based on hearsay. Certainly, there are portions of that call that may be admissible by the defense, but broad swaths of that, the state would object on the basis of hearsay.
Would you folks approve?
Sure.
There's my parents. My parent. There's Laura right there next to. I think that's his other sister. She's sitting between the brother-in-law and the sister. So that's oh my god, I just went blank. What's her name? Shit. It'll come to me. Laura is her name. Yeah. And it looks a little rather thin in there today. Or this morning. I've enjoyed when they played the static sound, the white noise. I don't know. It kind of broke up the monotony. Could kind of whisper louder. What do y'all think of the attorneys thus far? Good morning. Good morning to you too, Cheryl and Amanda. It's Thursday morning there. That's right. Okay. I found a stream also, Donna, on KSL that has no writing on it. It's just regular. But
Well, that might be a good idea because,
Let me-
at some point, see,
Yeah.
you be hunting for it, but if their lips start matching their thing, that bothers people.
it bothers you. It
Well, if
bothers me.
I was looking at the chat so much I didn't have the time to even notice they weren't lined up.
Yeah. Are they doing that already? I wasn't looking either. Not already.
No. Cheryl, welcome from you Aussie. Cheryl Land and Amanda. Last night I was in Hella's chat and I mentioned that we're streaming this, and she put a plug in for us and dropped our link.
Cool.
And encouraged people to come and join us today to watch the trial. And some people said they would. So
awesome. I'm sorry. You know me, when I start looking, I can't, or when I'm doing something else, trying to focus, I can't really.
It's fine. I
can't do
I
both.
lose my thought. I can't do one thing. I lose my thought. So he is scared. This other lawyer's like, I am not getting close to them 3 women.
Oh my God. The estrogen's going to rub off on him.
He's
What y'all
afraid.
think about that other attorney, the one, he's on the defense side and he always says, correct. I mean, I think he got some points in. I'm just saying. He kind of made
He's like JLR in a suit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see.
And I just want to comb their hair. Dang. I don't know how. Look, all of this. My brain starts on a river and can't quit. And we've done so much, snark and this and that I want to snark these people. And I have no reason to.
You want to snark everybody.
I just want to comb these ladies' hair over here.
Okay, I'm gonna try and see if it'll let me do it.
Okay, do it.
Let's do a trial for the trial.
Okay.
Do I have to? No. Okay, I put mine.
Yep, sure.
Wow, I'm freaking impressed. Like I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything, so just know that. Whatever. Let's 1080p it.
They sure got better views and stuff than we got from Lori and Chad's trials. They were.
Well, this one's letting me do the subtitles. That's weird. I've never. Usually when it's live, it won't let me do that.
Well, they must use a filter or something. That's good.
Yeah. This is KUTV, by the way. I thought it was KSL, but cool. I don't know. I don't know why some days it will play it and some days it gives me every problem in the book trying to play this damn thing. Any video. It's weird.
Cheryl Land Amanda says, that JLR lookalike attorney annoys me. He doesn't look at the witness while he's asking questions. The rudeness, I tell you.
She sent me. Oh, Hella sent you after dark. Well, welcome in. Are you from Australia too? Aussie? Hey, Melanie. How are you? Hey, Denise. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even say good morning. So, Astral Virgin. All right. Welcome in. Good morning. Hey, Liza Joe. Good to see you. Angela, Angie, Vicky Carpenter, Sis, Michelle Salter, Fancy Nancy, Donna Coggin. Glad you guys are here. So I happened upon, Lauren's recap or whatever, and she actually did a tribute to her mother for her birthday. I was very shocked. Very shocked. Yeah. I watched it, so y'all don't have to. No, I'm just picking. Hey, Danny. Danny Hole.
This is not snark, but I do think that there's been a change in her production. Her lighting and stuff is not nearly as good as it used to be. So I don't know. Either they lost their settings or the person that runs them.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. What a team.
Well, I mean, no, I'm guessing that it's
There's
just
no
it's
I
just
in
like,
team.
it's just she just dropped a turd in the punch bowl and ran. That's all I got to say.
She did. She did. That's a good. That's a interesting explanation. It's her analogy. I mean,
Yeah.
for real. And then we look crazy, or obsessed, or whatever it is, because they did. She did that and then ran, like you said, and then we're just sitting there holding the punch bowl, and we're going, "Oh my god, is this shit?"
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Yeah. Like, and why, and how dare you? And again, people, I also don't take into account like all the stuff I'm having to go back and review due to the depletion, or the I don't know, betrayal of this trust, like I don't know.
Yes. Yes,
I
it
don't
makes you
trust them.
trust nobody too.
Any other questions about foundation related to Ms. Gibson's?
It's turned all the way up, so this one might not work.
Do you recall who you received the 911 call from?
I don't recall off the top of my head, no.
I'm getting two things here.
Do you know whether you downloaded it yourself off of a county?
Oh, it's me. I'm doing it.
database?
I wouldn't have access to that. That would only be one of the supervisors in dispatch.
So one of the dispatch people gave you the thumb drive?
I don't know how it got from dispatch to me. It was booked into a locker, I believe,
And what is that?
on our evidence locker. So when it's booked into the sheriff's office, if a deputy books it in, it typically goes into the temporary locker where they drop the key and then we collect it.
Is that what happened in this case? A deputy dropped it off?
I believe so.
How do you typically, in other cases, gather the 911 called for evidence purposes?
It's either that way. Sometimes I will personally request it if the detective asks me to. But either way, it's just taken from the dispatch center and booked into evidence.
So once that thumb drive got into your evidence room, it was maintained safe the way that we just talked about with all your other evidence, right?
I believe so, yes.
So there's no reason to believe that the 911 call that you have would have been tampered with in any way.
Correct.
Okay. I think that's it, Your Honor, unless the court thinks I need more. Okay. We're going to come back to the 911 call later in the trial. Okay. Court's indulgence for just a minute.
Of course.
Did it help with the volume booster, y'all? I'm just asking because I don't know.
As
Not
another
on my
part of your duties, and I want to use our language really carefully here. So if you could match my language, that would be helpful. Okay.
Okay.
Were there calls between Ms. Richins and her family that you obtained recordings of?
Can you clarify?
On about a weekly basis there for a while, were you downloading calls between Kouri Richins and her family?
Are you talking about jail calls?
Your Honor, move to strike and need to approach.
See what I mean about the Lady John Breyer?
which one? The blonde, Miss Nestor. I think her name is.
Yes, Miss Nestor.
She's also gonna. She's Charlie Kirk, or Tyler Robinson's counsel.
I hate that for him.
I'm so wondering about how that's gonna go too, with how it seems to me that they kind of put the death penalty thing on the table whenever, again, to like use as a bargaining chip. And, if you can go for it, you can go for it. And they can just, take your chances or whatever, but they can, always impose it. But like, okay, I'm saying this because how they messed up on the, what do you call it? The, oh my God, the
Hamlin case, on the Hamlin case, that same county.
scared me.
Yeah. That's sorry. Let me turn this down.
Pull it away. No.
Okay.
Sorry. It reminds me
yes.
of whenever they messed up on the indictment. That's what it was about JJ. And so it just happened upon, in my news feed. And so I clicked on it just recently, and we just kind of scanned through it a little bit. And Jason was like, they could have, instead of John and Chad asking for the state to acquit the case, or, for it to be acquitted, he could have asked for the death penalty to be removed off the table, and he most likely would have gotten it. And I was like, "Oh my God, how come I didn't think about this in the moment?" But, I'm not a lawyer, so
It's hard to, because you think, well, if they get the death penalty, that's so much meaner than being in life prison. But really, I don't know that it is meaner because they
it's
hardly
the
ever put
same.
it to death.
Yeah, right. It just doesn't seem to, I don't know. If it would be quicker and yeah, okay, game on.
At the time, there are legal issues that come up that I need to discuss with the attorneys at sidebar. This will happen throughout the course of the trial. There's no particular significance to any one of them. Second, please do not consider or speculate at any time during this case or during your deliberations about whether the defendant was or is in custody or was in custody at any time.
We lost our feed.
There was a time where
Here
you
we go.
downloaded home wave calls. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. And those calls, when you would download them, you preserved those calls in the same way that you did all the other evidence, right?
Correct.
So it was kept in the evidence locker. No one could tamper with it or alter it.
Correct.
And some of those calls, there were transcripts made. Were you involved in the making of the transcripts of those calls?
No, I was not.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I'd like to go through with you kind of a timeline, I guess is the best word for it,
Okay.
of your activities on this case. And I'm not going to retread what Ms. Shervanak already covered with you. I'm going to try to talk about things that she didn't cover so we don't exhaust the jury, okay?
Okay.
So I want to talk first about the night of Mr. Richins' death when you arrived on the scene. When you arrived on the scene, you did mention there were already people present. Is that right?
Correct.
When you were there, were they still conducting CPR or had they ceased their efforts to try to revive Mr. Richins?
They were not working on him, no.
So at that point, you knew this was going to be a death scene, right?
Correct.
Okay. And was there somebody on the scene that was giving you tasks to complete, or were you just using your best judgment on what you needed to do while you were there?
I was there to assist Detective Woody.
So Detective Woody was the individual that kind of told you what she needed from you at the scene.
Correct.
And when you first arrived, what was it that she said she needed your assistance with?
I don't recall her exact words, but to assist in documenting the bedroom.
Okay. And you did that, right?
Correct.
Okay. And one of the pictures that you took was admitted yesterday. Just a minute. For purposes of the family, this is going to be a photograph of Mr. Richins' body under the sheet in case they'd like to step out. Can we pull up Exhibit 1-7 that was admitted yesterday and publish it, please?
Nick, will you do it first?
Oh, yeah.
Any objection, Ms. Sherman?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll publish that now. One moment. There.
Okay. And this is a picture that you testified yesterday that you took. Is that right? That morning?
Correct.
All right. Above the head of Mr. Richins, under the bed, there is a crumpled up sheet. Do you see that?
Yes.
And if you look directly above it to the mattress, this is one of those beds. I'm guessing it's one of those adjustable beds that's divided in the middle.
Yes.
But you can see that there is a sheet on the mattress that's the furthest to the bottom of the picture. And there's not a sheet on the mattress closest to the window. Is that right?
Correct.
And do you have an understanding of why there was no sheet on that mattress?
Yes.
What is your understanding of that?
My understanding was dispatch had instructed Kouri Richins to do CPR on Eric Richins and was then instructed to try to get him on a flatter surface for CPR. In order to do that, especially with a male, they're typically larger in weight, and so she instructed her to pull off the sheet in order to get him off the bed.
So in other words, can't lift the body because it's literally dead weight, right?
Yes.
And so the idea is to undo the sheet from the bed and then pull him down to the ground where you could do CPR on a flat surface.
Correct.
And is that because, I mean, I don't even know if you know, is it not successful to do CPR if you're on a cushy surface because you go up and down, right?
Yeah, it's typically a little bit harder on the person.
Okay. All right. And is it your understanding that the sheet that's crumpled up under the mattress that has no sheet on it, that's the sheet that he was pulled to the ground on?
I believe so.
All right. And did you examine that sheet before it was put into evidence?
I don't recall how much I examined it, but I looked at it.
Do you still have that sheet in evidence?
Yes, we do.
And is there any blood on that sheet?
I believe there was on this.
So if there was testimony here by EMTs that blood did not start coming out until after the EMTs were there, is it fair to assume that the sheet was under Mr. Richins when the EMTs were working on him?
Can you rephrase like the sheet
Well, let me
underneath
ask
him?
this way. Why did you feel that that was an important piece of evidence to gather and keep?
Because it was where he died on.
Perfect. That's what I needed.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. You can take that down, Katie. Thank you. You also, I believe, said that you photographed other areas of the bedroom, right?
Yes.
And one of the photographs that you took, I believe, was the photograph of the nightstand, which was exhibit 1-9. can we please publish that to the jury? Exhibit 1-9. It was admitted yesterday, Your Honor. Oh, thank you. I gotta get a screen on this thing. Okay, and that's the picture that you took as well, right?
Correct.
Now, when you took that picture, there's a wallet on the nightstand.
Yes.
Do you know how that wallet got there?
I believe it was placed there. I don't recall who placed it. It was there when I arrived, but I was told that it was retrieved from the kitchen.
So, is it fair to say then that anything under that wallet that might have been residue on the nightstand could have been altered or changed by placing the wallet on the stand that night?
Not by just placing a wallet on top of an object.
Did you ever pick up the wallet and photograph what was underneath it?
Yes, we did.
You did pick up, and where's that photograph?
I believe OME Sessions documented that.
Okay. And did you open the drawers and photograph what was in the drawers of the nightstand?
I don't believe so, no.
Were you aware at that point that a hydrocodone bottle had been removed from one of the drawers?
I didn't know where it had come from, and it was taken with the decedent.
Okay. So you did not take the hydrocodone bottle into your custody?
No.
Did you open it and photograph the inside of it?
I believe that was OME Sessions.
Okay. So you can't testify whether there were pills in it or not at
No.
the time?
No, I cannot.
Did you ever recover that pill bottle back?
No, we did not.
Okay. I thought that was one of the pill bottles you introduced yesterday. Not?
No.
That was a different hydrocodone bottle?
Which hydrocodone bottle are you referring to?
So yesterday you introduced a packet, and you remember we came up and you were trying to
Mhm.
untape the bottle and looked in one of them, but there was
Yeah.
another pill bottle with that one. Where were those taken from?
It's in that same packaging from the master bedroom, the master bathroom, like linen closet area.
Okay, so the hydrocodone bottle you introduced yesterday was found in the bathroom.
That misstates the evidence.
Would you like some more foundation, Ms. Nestor?
How do you know where it was found?
I was there that day, and it was found in the bathroom.
Okay,
And
So-
when you say
but-
it, for my
I need
benefit,
clarification.
Yeah.
It's not
could
clear
we,
what-
I need
okay,
I'm having pronoun trouble here.
let's
Can you
do
be
this.
specific about which item you're referring to?
Let's make it really easy. Let's pull your package out because you
Okay.
still got them with you,
Yes,
right?
I do.
You got your box. Okay, let's pull out package number. Just a moment. I shall find it.
Is it 9-1?
I'm looking. Yes. Okay, may I approach Your Honor just for a minute? I've got-
Yeah, of course.
Can you take it out? Sorry. Make you feel bad.
Okay. So that was my bad. I got the bottles mixed up. So the bottle you just looked at was something called monocycline or something like that, right?
Yeah,
And that was a prescription for Ms. Richins.
correct.
Okay. So those were found in the bathroom.
Yes,
And that includes the quetiapine.
quetiapine. Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And those were found in the bathroom.
Correct.
And where was the quetiapine bottle found?
It was in one of the baskets that was in that linen closet in the master bathroom.
Okay. So what happened to the hydrocodone bottle that was sent with the body of the decedent?
It's under the medical examiner's office protocol to keep that until they're done.
So you don't have that bottle.
I do not know.
So all we have is a picture of that bottle.
Correct.
So it has never been taken for testing by you to anyone.
Correct.
So if there was fentanyl residue in that empty pill bottle from 2016, we won't know it because you never took it to be tested, right?
I was never given the bottle, no.
Okay. While you were there that day, you also did not take any photos of the kitchen. Is that right?
Correct.
And you did not take any photos of the kitchen sink
Correct.
or what was in it.
Correct.
And you did not take into your custody any items that were in the kitchen sink. Is that right?
Correct.
And you also did not take any pictures of the closet.
Correct.
And later, we've had pictures be introduced when you did your Matterport walkthrough.
Mhm.
We saw an image of a green jacket where the gummies were kind of sticking out of a pocket. That green jacket, you can't say whether that was there the day that you were there or not.
I cannot. And just to clarify, I did take, I think, 2 photos of the closet, just not that side of the closet.
Okay. So you took photos of, and I'm using this from my experience, but in my house, there's a woman's side of the closet, which is much bigger, and a very small man's side of the closet. Is that the way it was set up in Ms. Richins' house?
I don't recall.
Okay. And you also did not go inside the cabinet over the toilet when you were taking pictures of the bathroom and open the cabinet and see if there were gummies in there, did you?
I did not.
Okay. Also, there was a picture that has come in your Matterport where there was a little dot above the refrigerator where you said that some gummies in a clear plastic bag were found, right?
Correct.
And you didn't go above the kitchen and open that cabinet and take any pictures that morning.
No, I did not. You're referring to the morning of the death.
Correct.
Correct.
Thank you for helping me be specific. I'll try to keep my dates straight. So since you were personally the one who knows where every single thing was found, isn't it true that all the gummies, with the exception of the gummies that were found in the jacket in the closet, were all stored high up where children would not be able to reach them?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. All right. Just 1 second. I think we're going to move to another day. Oh, you mentioned when you were describing paraphernalia that you did not see any paraphernalia that day. Is that right?
The day of the death?
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm going to get better.
You're fine.
The day
You're
of
good.
the death.
Correct.
And you mentioned paraphernalia is things that we might be familiar with, which would be like bongs or vape pens or scales or little baggies you would put drugs in or something like that, right?
Correct.
Things that would store drugs.
Correct.
Is it possible that if someone had, in your experience, when you've been to scenes, have you experienced where people put pills in different bottles than what the bottle actually says they are when they're illicit drugs?
Are you talking about like prescription bottles?
Mhm.
Yes.
So if you saw an empty prescription bottle near the body that had expired 6 years before, could that possibly be paraphernalia if it was used to store illicit drugs?
If it was used to store illicit drugs, it could be considered.
Okay, thank you. You also, that day of the death, you did not go upstairs at all, correct?
Correct.
You also did not go downstairs.
Correct.
Since then, you've walked through, viewed, videoed, measured this whole entire house. You're aware now that there's a kitchen downstairs, right?
Correct.
And are you also aware that there was liquor stored downstairs?
I was not.
Did you notice in all these tours that you did and videos that there was an actual beer fridge downstairs filled with beer?
On the day of the Matterport, or which day we were?
Any day you were there.
I don't recall.
Did you notice there was liquor bottles in the cabinet in the kitchen downstairs?
I believe there were some. I'm not sure about how many though.
Did you ever photograph any of those?
If I did, it would have been in my overall photographs.
Also, the day of the death when you were taking photographs, did you photograph anything in the kitchen trash?
No, I didn't photograph the kitchen.
All right. Did you notice anything set around the kitchen? For example, cut up limes or drink mixes or anything on the counter? Did you notice any of that?
I didn't enter the kitchen.
Never even went in it.
No.
Thank you for clarifying that. Then I won't waste my time with more questions about the kitchen. Okay. So let's move now to the next time that you were in that house, which my understanding would have been April the 13th of 2022. Is that right?
Correct.
And what was the reason you were there?
We were there to serve a search warrant.
And this is going to seem like a silly question, but I need to make the record. So when you all execute a warrant of a home, do you tell the people in advance, hey, FYI, we're going to be at your house at 9 and we're going to be searching everything you own? Do you do that?
I don't.
No.
No.
As a matter of fact, it's important for searches to be done well and done professionally, that the person not know they're coming, right?
Correct.
And you guys actually take pretty extreme steps to make sure the person's not tipped off that you're about to search their entire house, right?
Correct. But you, just to clarify, I am not law enforcement officer. I'm not sworn, so that's up to the detectives.
I appreciate you making that distinction. I will not suggest otherwise. But you are certainly a critical part of the search process, right?
Correct.
And why is that?
I'm there to document everything and photograph, collect anything of importance.
So really, I mean, you're like the hub of the whole search, right? Like everything's coming to you that they find in that house.
Correct.
All right. So I know you're not a sworn officer. Maybe you don't carry a gun, but you sure are important to the search process. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So knowing that and knowing your role, you would never tip someone off that you were coming to search through all their personal belongings, would you?
No.
And is there any reason that you all believe that Ms. Richins knew in advance you guys were coming to her house?
Well, let's find out if she has any knowledge,
Right.
and then we'll know whether or not it's speculation.
I would just ask like a more precise question. I think, and I'm not picking on Ms. Nestor, but I think it was you all, and I think we just need a little more.
Can we just limit the
Detail.
question to
Yes.
Ms. Gibson?
It's a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Y'all is just in my
Okay.
I'm
my
not
blood.
picking on her. I just want to be clear.
I'll try not to
Would
say
you
y'all.
restate the question and limit it to this witness?
I'm happy to. I will try to keep y'all out of my vocab, but it's hard. It's deep in there. Did you have any reason to know that Ms. Richins either suspected there was a search coming or knew there was a search coming?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So what steps did you, not y'all, what step did you take to prepare to go to that house that morning on the 13th?
I just made sure I had enough equipment to bring to the home, whether it be packaging, tape, property seizure forms, stuff like that.
Was there a debriefing prior where all the officers and you talked about how you were going to approach the home, how you were going to approach Ms. Richins, what the plan was once you got there?
I believe there was a briefing beforehand, yes.
Did you attend that briefing?
I don't recall, but I believe I was in there for part of it.
And how many officers were planning on being at that search, to your recollection?
I couldn't put a number on it. I'm not sure.
Rough estimate of how many people were in that debrief.
I'd say at least 5.
Okay. And when you all got to the scene, did you drive your own vehicle?
No, I drove a evidence van.
And how many police cars do you remember being at the scene that morning or throughout that day?
I don't recall. I'd say at least a couple.
When you arrived on the scene, was Ms. Richins in the home?
I don't believe so, no.
Did she at some point return to the home, or were you not even involved in that process?
I don't believe I was involved in that process.
So you never even saw her that day?
I don't believe so.
At any point were you asked to go check on the items that were in her vehicle when she was stopped that day?
No,
So you don't know what was in her truck the day that she was pulled over?
no,
And no one ever asked you to like say, hey, these items were in the truck where she was removed from during our search?
I don't believe it. So, and just to clarify, you're referring to the April 13th.
Yes, all
Okay.
these questions are the 13th
Okay.
until I switch, okay?
Okay.
So no one asked you to inventory any of the items in her personal vehicle?
No,
Did the search warrant cover the vehicles in the house?
I believe there were 2 vehicles inside the garages that were included. I'm unaware. I wasn't part of that part of the search during her stop, so I'm unaware.
Okay. Do you remember the weather that day?
It was winter. It was cold.
It was really cold, right?
Yeah.
Snow on the ground. Remember when we used to have snow in Park City?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. How long were you at the house that day? The 13th.
Believe we were there for about a half day. We were there for several hours.
Was there also a member there at the home on that day from the U.S. Postal Service that you can recall?
Yes.
What's his name?
Believe it's Smoot.
Right. Agent Smoot. Why was Agent Smoot there? What was your understanding of his role at the search?
My understanding was pursuant to the search warrant, they were looking for anything that could have been mailed to the house that would have contained drugs or paraphernalia.
Right. And Mr. Smoot works for the Postal Service, so he would be looking for things that were mailed, right?
Correct.
Like illegal drugs.
Yes.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did he ever give you any that day to check into evidence, anything that was an illegal drug or postage that looked like it was connected to illegal drugs?
Not that I ever recall.
All right. Was it your understanding? You okay?
I just need some napkins. Sorry.
Oh,
Ms. Nestor,
Oh.
I have a scheduling conflict
Yeah.
at 9:30. Is this an appropriate place
Sure.
to pause?
sure is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no fault of the attorneys. I have an unavoidable scheduling conflict from 9:30 to 10:30. We didn't want to lose all of that time this morning. We have gotten as much done as we could. We're going to take a recess. Fair reminder, please don't talk about this case or anything related to it. You are free to talk about everything else, current events, your family's sports, whether the Spurs are actually going to make it to the finals. That's all fair game. But please, no talking about this case. You are allowed to use your personal devices during this recess, but do not use them to post about the case or to do any research, and please avoid any social media or other reports about the case during that time. Thank you for your patience. I promise we'll get back on the record as soon as we can. Please rise for the jury. Folks, have a seat, please. Ms. Gibson, during this break, like overnight, you are proverbially still on stand. Please isolate yourself. Don't confer with anyone. Okay. The court is in recess until 10:30. Thank you for your time.
Well, damn. You know? Damn. That's weird. You gotta fix it. So, God, my hair is fluffy. Shampooed it 3 times. Let me take this damn banner down. What do we do?
So he's going to be gone for an hour. Is that what he said? I ran into my mother's room for a second.
Yep. Oh, where are you at? Oh, okay. I see.
I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at.
You are
Do you
here.
wanna, let's see. I'm trying to think of something that we could do to try to review about.
We can play Hangman. No, I don't know. I'm sure I can think of all kinds of things.
Have you watched any of the things about that little book she wrote?
I mean, not recently, no.
Well, Wordwise did a story on it, but I haven't got to hear it yet. But I'm sure that it's delightful. And oh crap! Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay.
And then I clicked it again because I'm look, I'm sitting here touching my mouse, you know.
Here, let's
And
just
click it. Sorry.
let's just
I changed it
yeah.
back. Okay.
How in the world did you do that? Where one of us are
Settings.
never
Because I'm on the screen, and
okay.
when you turn your avatar on, you can do it to where you're just in the stream but without.
It's okay. I don't really care. If y'all see anything junky around me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did see this, Lamisa. I mean, is it new? Well, I don't know. Is it brand new? Because no, if it's brand new, I can look.
I don't know. Yeah. Look. Yeah, there's so much going on in fact, I saw this little saying the other day. It says, you know how hard it is to find a needle in a haystack? If people start finding needles, they're adding more hay.
Oh, yeah.
They're just
I heard that
piling
the other
on
day.
stuff to destroy. I may have said it. I don't know. My mind is not what it used to be.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Same.
okay. Mama's got 2 nurses that are supposed to come see her today, and I don't have to be involved in it, but I'm sure Brutus will let me know when they get nearby.
Hey, look. I don't know. I've never seen this before, but let me
see.
fix. Oh shoot! Let me fix the layout. I pulled up what Lamisa said.
Okay.
Trying to fix
my sister.
Fix it. I mean, I don't know if this one's like 10 minutes long. That's why I picked it because, well, how long is that one's 27 minutes. That isn't long. Well, whatever.
A Big 12 football star, a guy who could have been the face of his team next season, maybe the face of the conference, is no longer on his team due to sexual assault allegations. This is bad. And this is a Locked On Big 12 Locked On Cougars. That's BYU crossover.
Oh, shoot.
I didn't know they were Cougars.
Locked On Big 12, your daily podcast on the Big 12 Conference.
Trying to fast forward through that shit.
Start with Parker Kingston, the BYU football team rocked by scandal once again this offseason, and in a similar vein to what happened to Jake Retzlaff and the Cougars this time last year. Then Richie Saunders, torn ACL, out for the season. And finally, we'll end the show with these are 2 major storylines in the Big 12. They both happen to the same team in 72 hours. Where does BYU go from here in both football and men's basketball? If you hit subscribe,
they need to go to some damn classes. Okay. Anyways,
we get to keep our jobs. Again, thank you for making these shows your first listen every single day.
Am I showing?
Oh, Jake, ma'am, what would you pay to go back to like last Wednesday? Just
we can see it and hear it. It's good. Oh, now it's gone.
What?
It's gone now. Put it
Okay,
back.
hold on. It
was good.
Oh my God. It was showing me 2 different things sharing. So I stopped sharing the courtroom feed and then it took it all off. So whatever we're doing today.
Well, I've got mine. It's going to show when they come back. I've got mine, where I can kind of be monitoring.
Yeah, it was just on accident. It did both at the same time. It's not supposed to.
Things happened yesterday that I never thought were possible.
Over a year ago. This is something that BYU has said it did not learn about until very recently. When does this whole thing actually start?
So the allegations allegedly happened February 23rd of 2025. So going back nearly a year ago, that's when this alleged incident took place down in St. George, Utah, which is about 3 hours south of Provo.
St. George has its secrets, don't it?
Well, and Drake, honestly, came seemingly out of left field. And that's the crazy thing about this, because I can tell you, when the Jake Retzloff stuff dropped last May, in fact, that felt like it came out of left field. But for the second straight offseason, BYU football, as you mentioned, rocked by scandal, rocked by a major piece. In this case, Parker Kingston's already out of school. He's already been kicked off the football team. He is gone. So, yeah, the football program, not in a good way right now, understandably so.
This seems to have parallels, obviously, to the Retzlaff situation, but where I don't draw parallels, that's the most alarming piece. The first one being Retzlaff was still on the team, like had the option to remain on the team and be suspended and take his lumps that way. Why was this handled differently? Well, why is Parker Kingston immediately off the roster from what you're hearing?
So this one is a criminal case. The other one, while it did involve allegations of sexual assault, it was a lawsuit. It was not a criminal legal matter. It had already been looked at by the Provo police. They had passed on filing charges. This one, there's first-degree felony charges associated with it, and I can tell you that's a hard and fast no thank you from BYU to obviously put up with that. And it's unfortunate because Parker Kingston was on his way. He had a 1,000-yard season this past year. It was looking like he was going to be one of, if not the face of the BYU wide receiving core next year, alongside some really top talent like Bear Bachmeyer and LJ Martin on BYU's offense. It's a gut punch for this football program, because he was a guy who looked like he was ready to take yet another step in his football career. And criminal charges, that's just something that BYU will not tolerate. And they obviously shoved him off and said, hey, you're gone.
I mean, this is huge for the Big 12 because you lose.
I got to stop every now and then and just jibber jab. Okay. Because they're kind of just, I don't know. I'm just taking it in, just like you guys. Lamisa knows. Let's ask her. Okay. If she knows more. This is interesting, though. Criminal.
It's one of the best receivers in the conference, not just last year. He was very underrated in the Big 12, and he would have been maybe the best going into next season. But as big of a storyline as it is for the Big 12, it's shocking for BYU to go through the same thing. Feel like you're going through the same thing, but amplified, worse. And Jake, I don't want to speak for you, but I think you would echo similar sentiments. In a situation like this, my thoughts, my prayers are with everyone involved. The victim coming first, the alleged victim coming first here. And that display of love is the same thing I said about the Jake Retzlaff case. And you know what? The alleged victim there, whether she was ultimately lying or misconstrued or whatever it was, she deserves your thoughts and love too. That's at least what I believe. That's what I subscribe to. And so my thoughts are with those who are involved in this case, and it seems much different. My thoughts are with Parker Kingston's fiance or ex-fiance that was announced publicly a week before this news dropped. Jake, so many storylines to go with in this one, but let's talk about the abruptness that you just mentioned. You know, again, he announced his engagement at a BYU basketball game.
I can dump him.
This just didn't seem like the guy. I mean, it is.
It's just the sports talk. I'm just like, what? What are we supposed to make it?
The BYU football team, the leading receiver, has been charged and is going to be in court tomorrow on rape charges down in St. George, held without bail.
What?
I was thinking, I bet you Rebecca Biblioteca has done a story about this that's not so sportsy sounding, but it looks like I'll be hunting.
Okay. Just let me know if and when you get it.
Okay.
In Washington County.
That's bad.
The
Washington County.
The incident in question here reportedly happened a year ago. The woman went to the hospital. There's been a long investigation. It's not clear to me. I don't think it's clear to you either why it took so long, why charges now. All of that will be, I guess, resolved in court starting tomorrow, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. So we're going to set that aside right now and just talk about the sports implications, which we get are not the most important implications, but they are the ones that we are qualified to talk about at least a little bit. And a lot of this, PK, is really hard for me anyway, to predict. You know, there's an image issue. When we talked about this in the 7:00 hour, you pointed out no school.
It's always about the fucking image, y'all. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. There is no justice in this sense. You know, it's like automatically protect and not the victim or the potential or the alleged victim. You know, it's never like, oh my gosh, let me secure and make sure all my students are safe. It's, oh my God, how's this going to make me look, basically? And that is so frustrating to watch over and over and over again, but it's the culture we live in, unfortunately.
Wants this, right? Nope. No school, no president wants to look up at a TV and see name of my school.
I bet the girl's mom and dad don't like to look up at the TV and see you just the whole cover up. In my opinion.
Followed by these allegations and the court details.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Or the victim. I'm sure she don't like it either.
So then on top of it, it's a private religious school, which at times has not had these issues, but there was an issue similar to this a year ago, and there were issues similar to this when you were on the beat 25 years ago. And obviously some of the people have turned over and there's new people, new jobs, and it's 25 years later, and so I don't know exactly how they're going to react, but I wonder what the fallout is on the sports side of this, which I know is not the most important side of this. Let's be clear on that. But the most important side of it, we're not qualified to talk about. It's not really what we do. So we're going to set that aside for now. But I'm just curious how administrators are going to look at this, what the repercussions will be for the football program. There are a lot of people who can have a say on campus and how a sports program is run. And I just wonder what this is going to mean.
Does it mean protection for potential victims? I doubt it. Yeah.
I'm not finding it.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they will soon. I mean, this was 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
It seems like I heard the story, but I don't remember. What was the player?
His name is Trent Kingston.
Okay.
21-year-old. I'm going to pull this one up too.
And I will take it. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Now to a developing story. After he made a court appearance on a rape charge, we have learned that BYU
He looks like a fucking worm. How about that?
standout wide receiver Parker Kingston is no longer on the football team and no longer a student at the university. We want to get right to Fox 13 News sports reporter Grace Lawrence. Grace, what do you have?
Yes, the university confirmed Kingston is no longer with the program or attending BYU. The charges stem from an alleged incident from February of last year. A 20-year-old woman told police Kingston raped her in her St. George home. Today, a Washington County judge set Kingston's bail at $100,000 and ordered him to wear an ankle monitor and avoid any contact with the alleged victim or any potential witnesses. Kingston was a top receiver and punt returner for BYU this past season. He had 924 receiving yards on 66 receptions for 5 touchdowns. Just last month, he posted a graphic on Instagram that's still up, announcing his commitment to stay with the Cougars for this upcoming season, wanting to run it back. That he will not do this year.
Yeah, and Grace, we were talking about it just a few minutes ago, because along with that time at BYU and the fact that he clearly has some connection with Washington County.
And he clearly has a fucking problem. Okay. Me too. I got to stop cussing.
He went to high school up in Weber County, right?
Yeah, he was a prolific high school player.
Oh, shit.
Here for Roy High. He actually played quarterback in high school, was an in-state guy for BYU. The situation is impacting so many parts of the state, so much bigger than just BYU football.
Yeah, well, these things always do, Grace. Thank you so much for joining.
These things always do. Because we keep doing the same thing.
The Mormon one. So let's look at it. Before presenting this, remove the other media. Okay, remove, add.
I'm going to stop.
Okay.
Cool.
The news story of a serious nature that just came out. Parker Kingston is a wide receiver for the BYU football team, and on Wednesday the 11th it was reported that he has been arrested for first-degree felony rape in Washington County. He's being held in jail. This is based on a year-long investigation of an alleged incident that happened back in February of 2025. Now, this reporting came out on Wednesday the 11th. Interestingly, at a BYU basketball game on February 7th, you can see here a picture of Parker and his fiance announcing or indicating to everybody that they are engaged. So this engagement announcement very publicly at a BYU basketball game on the 7th, and then on 11th, the information comes out that he has been arrested on a felony alleged rape.
Wow. That's just that engagement shit. Like, that's gross, dude. I mean, what is she thinking too? Like, wouldn't you want to wait?
It's
Or is
to
that just normal?
it's to show he's an angel and all that, you know.
Mhm.
It's a show.
And
I don't
yeah,
know why anybody
he's
wants
not
to
a
put up.
monster or a potential monster, or
Yeah, she's
he
gonna be
doesn't have
his
a
own
problem.
personal monster. She's fixing to get her own personal monster.
Lamisa,
Oh, I guess
that was last ditch effort to prop up the narrative. He is innocent and good and angelic, like you said. Yeah.
I'm just making sure that we're still. So
Yeah.
how long did he say they were going to be out?
I know. Until 10:30.
I bet you that I better shut up. The way they're throwing people off of YouTube, I might get in trouble, but
we have to go get on Donna's channel.
It must be it better
Have to
be an
divert.
important meeting that he interrupted us for, and not meeting somebody for fun.
He's going to get a payment. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Oh,
Could
man.
be. And do we wonder which ones of these people are Mormons and which ones aren't? Just all of them.
Do we know which one? If not, it's Utah. In my opinion, Utah is corrupt of the corruptness. It is
So
the fraud capital of the world. Of the world.
That lady puts on like she's from the South, saying y'all all the time and that. So
Yeah, she's
that
not very South. Y'all.
it threw me off. I was like,
Yeah.
post.
Oh man. If somebody told me that, I wish they'd tell me I can't say because I say that all the freaking time. I've tried to like not say it, and I'm like, it bothers me.
I have something that I can't even think what it is, but it drove my daughter and granddaughter crazy on the vacation. So I've been trying to not say it.
Yeah. It's the bee capital of the beehive. Mhm.
It really is. I was like, I told I told somebody yesterday, I was like, they were talking something about the Mormons. I said, well, there may not be just a huge number of them, but the number of them that are just busy all the time. And they've got their hands, because they were talking about ancestry. I think that's what it was. There's some kind of lawsuit about something going on now. I forgot now what it is, but
Google it.
Oh, okay. I have to
No,
do that.
I'm just saying, like, Google that stuff. That's interesting. I want to know about that, because I'm still digging into Othram DNA solves, and like I found where
they screwed some stuff up.
Who?
I mean, the ancestry, or these people, whichever one. I don't know that it was Ancestry. It could have been 23andMe that he did. I don't know what he did, but he said that they did a the DNA thing, and it came back, and he was telling people what it was, and it isn't. I don't know how he knows it's not right. Something about he's Asian, and he is not Asian at all. And
wait, what the hell is this? Hold on. Hold on. Dang, it's still showing I have two windows on stage. That is what it's showing me, and I can't stand it. I'm gonna just close this one so it'll stop. How about that? Winning.
Okay, what you might want to hunt for your.
I want to see what this is. I gotta turn it on.
Compromised. The class action lawsuit accuses the company of failing to protect users. You can submit your claim online or by using.
All right, guys, we're wasting
an ID that was sent to those who were affected.
Can you start over, lady?
Well, time is almost up to claim you're part of a $30 million settlement from a lawsuit against 23andMe. The genetic testing company settled a class action lawsuit in 2024 after a data breach. Between May and October of 23, the data of nearly 7 million users was compromised. The class action lawsuit accuses the company of failing to protect users. You can submit your claim online.
I think they started that company with the intent not to protect customers. If you ask me, that's just me though. That's me and my cynical ass. I just put that link in the chat too. Y'all can go check that out. It caught my attention.
Also, they said the person who was talking to me about this told me that the Indians, the indigenous
Native
people,
Americans, yeah.
Yes, that they like don't do these ancestry kits, or they don't believe in doing all that.
I'm
And
sure
so,
not all of them, you know.
well, yeah, because
it's like trying to speak for a whole people.
well, I know that, but I'm just saying amongst the people
don't
maybe
believe in
they're on the reservation or whatever, because they have their own numbering system.
Huh.
See, they somehow or another, they have their own genetics thing too. You know, I don't know. I don't really understand it. All I know is I'm glad I did not do my DNA to none of them. You know, I went on Ancestry and found links to my family tree and just linked onto them. So there could be mistakes in it if there's like, you know, if who I thought was married to who didn't have a baby with who. You know what I'm saying?
This says right here, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Ancestry site 23andMe has filed for bankruptcy. Is your personal data at risk? Popular DNA research company 23andMe has filed for Chapter 11. Bankruptcy protection. Users may want to scrub their data from the site to avoid a breach. That's March 25th, 2025.
That 23andMe is the one that comes up in the Epstein files too also.
Yeah. That's the one that I still have the kids. I straight up do. So really can't file for a class action. What ancestry company is going out of business? Once a trailblazer in ancestry DNA testing, 23andMe filed for bankruptcy in March. So, I mean, that was okay. It says the seeking to sell its business at auction after a decline in demand and a 2023 data breach that exposed sensitive genetic and personal information of millions of customers. Wonder if that's in the Granite Mountain too. Wow. I'm seeing Granite Mountain. This is going to be Granite Mountain, y'all. It literally is built into the side of the mountain. I wonder if there's video. Hold on. I'm sure there is. That was a dumb question.
There's a place in the Arctic. There's a place in the Arctic where they have a seeds buried up in the ground, a seed vault.
Oh yeah. Okay. I vaguely remember that.
Plants, y'all, plants.
I don't know what this is. Granite Mountain Hot Shots. Who the hell is that?
Hawkeye's Nature says the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the largest religion body in the state of Idaho, commanding at least
United States
4% population after California and Utah.
Superior, Arizona is where it is. I thought it was in freaking Utah. Learn more every day.
You know, they claim the whole West.
Right? It's the Mormador.
Okay.
You know, what was that? Oh, the dog. You know that this one says Granite Mountain Lookout, Washington State. What the hell, man? What was I about to say? You know how okay, I was watching I watched different creators. I've found more creators just through the Epstein stuff because just it'll come up and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I don't go really digging into them. I just more or less listen to people kind of go through them. I think I remember where I saw it now. But it was like at a rodeo. And it made me think of Jarrett Brooks. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the timing's all off because Epstein was supposed to have died in 2019, whatever. And I think Jarrett went missing after that. But still, I don't know. It clicked in my head. And I was like, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. And travel, maybe not live. Oh, in Missouri. I thought you said Mississippi. I was like, Donna.
That I had to go let the nurse in to go to my mom's room. So
There you go. There you go. Hey, this one says Prescott. I don't know where this damn mountain is. Let me type in church.
and they make these things just as hard to locate and find as they probably have 3 different names for it, trademarked and in different places.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's try this one. Oh. That's music.
Wasatch Mountains of Utah, near Salt Lake City, lies a secret vault that houses over 2.4 million rolls of microfilm, which equals about 3 billion pages of family history records. Today, I will be exploring the history of this elusive facility and diving into the preservation process that is used here at the Granite Mountain Records Vault. The story of the Granite Mountain Vault begins in the 1950s, when the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormon Church, began to exponentially grow its collection of genealogical and historical documents. The church quickly realized that it would need a vault capable of withstanding any natural or human-made disaster. This mega project.
So when your filing system goes down, I mean, like my house burned down, and I did, lose some files, but not as many as I thought. I mean, I'm very lucky in that sense, but they got our back. So just know your records are there. Yet they're wanting to get us real IDs and stuff and all that jazz, but yet this is where we are. That's a little weird. I find this very offensive and sus.
Required a location that would both be isolated yet accessible, with tons of natural fortification and expansive potential. The location selected in Little Cottonwood Canyon offered these qualities, being both remote and protected by the natural fortress of the canyon walls. Excavation of the site began in 1960. Over the next 5 years, crews worked tirelessly, using advanced drilling and rock-cutting technologies of the time to carve out the vault. Thousands of tons of rock were removed as a series of tunnels and chambers took form within the massive mountain. The construction of the vault was an engineering marvel. Specialized concrete and steel reinforcements were used to fortify the carved chamber against anything from seismic activities to military assaults. While the giant steel slab doors, weighing 14 tons each, were designed to withstand a nuclear blast. Built during the height of the Cold War, it's easy to understand why such defense measures were implemented. By December 1963, the first microfilm rolls were transferred into the vault, while final touches in the construction process continued. The vault was officially completed in 1965 and was equipped with state-of-the-art environmental controls to ensure optimal conditions for preserving delicate microfilms and documents. Inside the mountain, 3 main tunnels and several cross tunnels made up over 65,000 square feet of space dedicated to the storage of microfilms, microfiches, and digital media.
Wait.
These records span the...
Look at that. So we have loading dock, entrance tunnel, security offices, storage. What are you talking about? You have a whole freaking
And see, this is such old technology too. Like used to, you could go to the library and they had microfilm and you could look for old newspapers and stuff. And they may still have this, but I bet they don't. I bet you there's not a microfilm machine anywhere in the state of Mississippi.
200. Yeah, you're right. 200 feet of solid granite rock. 200 feet. And it's made to look. I've seen another video where it's like basically they're scaling the top of it, and they're like it's like faux, like it's made to be or made to look like a big mountain or something. I don't know. Who freaking knows? It's weird. I don't like
globe, containing genealogical information that dates back to the 1st century CE. Although the massive steel walls may seem like the ultimate
first century, and yet you're telling me Chad Daybell came up with the whole I think we were married before in a past life bullshit? No. Sorry. Nope.
defense for the valuable information stored within the vaults. The real genius of the vault's preservation methods lies in its state-of-the-art environmental controls. The complex maintains a constant temperature and humidity level, optimized for the preservation of its contents. A collection of records that in 2014 was said to be 32 times the size of the data recorded by the U.S. Library of Congress, and continues to grow every day. A constant temperature of 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 35% humidity is maintained at all times. This elusive facility also houses a 33,000-gallon reservoir of natural spring water.
33. Get the hell out of here. I'm so sick of 33.
I think I'm going to apply for a job over there.
Girl.
I want to be in them drawers right there. I want to look in those drawers.
That's the only drawers Donna wants to get into.
Exactly.
Both will get you in trouble, is all I'm saying. Both drawers will get you in trouble. I would be claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic looking at it. I'd be like, I'd have to lose weight. And so I could not feel so damn squeezed.
Used for microfilm processing and any emergency scenarios that may arise. The reservoir, along with the vault's self-sufficient power and communication systems, ensures that the facility can
Is that a person in there? I think so. Okay. Weird.
continue operating independently, with its doors shut to the outside world no matter what goes on outside. John Benjamin Dancer created microphotography in 1839. At first, innovation was viewed only as a novelty. Its practical potential for document storage was not realized till many years later. In the 1920s and 30s, the use of microfilm expanded dramatically. Libraries and newspaper began adopting microfilm to conserve space and preserve their archives. Notably, the Library of Congress began microfilming its collection around this time, as a way to safeguard against the deterioration and loss of paper records. When properly
Interesting. And since the first century, basically. That's so wild to me.
And Cresha, when you were talking about how narrow that thing was and how tall that was, it was probably wider than it looked. But in order to get in any of those files, they probably have instead of having they're like in an elevator and you push in, I want to go to the fourth section up or whatever. And they, it would be tight and you'd be like being in an elevator with, type situation.
Yeah. Me and the Dewey Decimal System never got along either. I'm like, I don't get it.
I worked in a distribution center and it was like computerized. And, the people would put the thing in, the picker thing goes in, it drops it in the little thing. It's pretty crazy how automated. But the more automated and technology they have, the more that this stuff right here is just something that I've got to scan and turn into digital.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
If you were working, can you hear me? If you
were
working,
I thought you could hear what I just pushed open. Sorry.
And in an office or or a place where they kept records, every time they change technologies, you got to change what you're doing. Like whenever they went from paper, when you go from paper to digital, you have to scan all of the papers and keep them for 7 years digitally and shred them. I mean, it's a big deal to change from one technology to other.
Big undertaking for sure.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And I'm okay. Now I'll shut up.
Why?
Well, I was just going to let us hear the rest of the story here.
Oh. Oh shit. Hold on. I got to upload this. Hold on. I got stuck on the screen. I'm still stuck on the screen. So just keep talking for a second. You know how when you go to upload something or whatever and it'll
the other one locks up. I muted myself for a second. That's why it took me a minute to get back over here and look. And I was just making sure that that they haven't started back since I've lost my mind about time. Keeping it. My spatial thing is broke.
Okay, now I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I couldn't move. Thank you so much. All right, you ready? You're spatial.
and stored. Microfilm can last over 500 years without significant deterioration. Public tours are not offered of this elusive facility, as the constant influx of people would create an unstable environment inside the facility. Welcome back, guys. I'm in Utah, Salt Lake City, and I'm checking out the Mormon Genealogical Database Vault. It's
He's
right
not
above
Mormon
me
because
in
he
this
said Mormon.
mountain. So this vault right behind me contains over 2.4 million rolls of microfilm.
Can
And
you
that number
imagine?
increases by about 40,000 rolls of microfilm every year.
Why?
It's the largest collection of genealogical records in the world. It's snowing, and I've got a lot of videos coming here in Utah. So get ready. I'm going to be here for a bit, and I'm going to Nevada as well. If you're liking the video, remember to subscribe and like the video. It helps me a lot. And it's starting to snow now, so I'm going to go back in the car.
Whoa. That's crazy. So this is from April 21st, 2024. His name is Waste Media. And yeah, so go give him a like. And I just put this in the chat again. That's interesting. I've been wanting to kind of dig more into that aspect of it, just the whole Utah mountain, because it kind of has a little to do with, I say little to do, it could potentially, and I don't know what's meant by allegory. Well, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, of course, to cite it. But Sean Little Bear had allegedly written something about, no, I'm sorry, Mike and Nancy James. Let me pull it up. Mike and Nancy freaking James. Because it was some screenshots by them. Like right here, it says, these are just going to be random screenshots, but it says Sean Little Bear. He still works for the Mike and Nancy James. They don't mention anything about his golden plates. Laugh out loud, boy, how things change when you get busted for preaching false doctrines, blah, blah, blah. But it's around here somewhere. It's about sacrificing a female virgin to gain access into a cave, a golden walled cave. Let's see, I'm gonna screw it up. It's a lot of the same things over and over and over again, as you can tell.
I'm here. I'm just checking about in the back room to see if when he's. How long did you say? You probably already told me this.
It would be about 11:30 our time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll shut up now about that.
I mean, still watch, but you know, that's at least what I understood. Maybe watch the chat and see if somebody remembers something different. This bothers me, man. This one right here. Yeah. Just something about him. And I ran across a screenshot that I had collected from Trace. And it was about something about a relative, like a great grandfather or something. The last name was Shreve. And on it said, on the obituary that she had sent, it was in our group chat, that Meldrum Crematorium. And I was like, boom, there's that part again. So I've heard it twice, from two different people. So I guess it's kind of, I guess JoJo would know. She's from around that area of Arizona, where Meldrum Crematorium is. The word is, and I haven't been able to corroborate this, is that Chad Daybell's dad, Jack, worked for the Meldrum Crematorium. Yep. It runs in their family, the grave digging and the body stuff, after the afterlife stuff. So it kind of makes more sense, right? Chad doesn't seem as such an oddball as, he's an oddball for frick's sake. He always will be. But
these people could find a way to make money out of anything. They're very busy and very money minded. And death is something that's going to keep happening. So you can't stop it. So you got plenty of business. Nobody can keep you from having those kind of customers.
Customers are dying to get in.
Exactly. And it's not a job that a lot of people want. And so and they're kind of weird about death anyway. They're so happy to be moving
Well,
on.
it's like a death sex cult. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know why I can't find it, any other damn time. I can't get rid of it.
I'm gonna go back and see if I can find. It just crossed my mind. I'm gonna write it down so I'll remember to look for it. But those properties that are in Brooklyn, New York, that the Watchtower Society sold to Jared Kushner and Epstein.
Yeah,
I have heard stories for many, many years about the tunnels underneath those buildings, and that there's a testimony of somebody that was a little boy that was mistreated down in the tunnel, and there was never like a big legal thing, but I do think somebody might have been removed from the Watchtower over that. But still, people in charge going in tunnels with little children is not good.
No. I mean, have you seen the latest or the most recent? It's an old video from back in the day, but it's of McMartin Preschool, them finding the tunnels underneath that have been covered.
I'm gonna look right down to.
Just real quick for anybody who knows about the symbolism and stuff, that the FBI have put out, how this symbol right here, the swirly, it can mean portal. It also is one that the secret society type people or people, in these clubs, use to signal to others that, they like to entertain children. That's a good one.
I have a necklace. I used to have a piece of abalone, the blue abalone shell, and it was cut like that. And and I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea, but it was very pretty, but I broke it because it was very delicate,
Mhm.
But things to know, y'all.
Well, and I mean, again, when you're branding and stuff, you're like, I mean, good God, you can't use anything that all these people use, right? And then I'm like, look, I'm not in no damn club, but I mean, I guess when you put all the things together and know what they're kind of touting and selling to you and grifting, in my opinion, then you put all those things together, you use your discernment, you do all those other things all together, and that way it doesn't mean that if somebody throws one of those devil horn signs or something that, oh my God, they're a Satanist. No, to me, it's just like an extra,
and probably like if there was somebody who thought that was an emblem to give them a message and saw it around my neck, would think that's a dumbass and don't know what she's wearing. But they might also think that I was trying to like communicate to them too, I guess. That's the only thing I think. I don't want any of these people thinking I'm communicating with them on accident.
Right. I know. It's like, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Just to kind of be on the lookout.
Have you noticed any hand signals in this current trial?
No, not really. Trust me, I'll tell you.
Well, I thought I saw the judge do a couple of things, but I also thought that what he was doing could have been like American Sign Language kind of things.
Why would he be doing that?
I don't know. Maybe he has a relative and he just subconsciously does some things. Like whenever he says self, he puts his hand on his chest a certain kind of way or something. I don't know.
Oh, no. I saw Boreski do it so many times and I've recorded it, because I'm just like, it's interesting. Because I mean, again, I can't turn my brain off to it now that I know that it exists. Anyways, let me grab that real quick.
We know this is his ex-wife. Whose ex-wife, Fancy Nancy? Crash when look, it's huge. I'm reading out, whispering, reading the text. Let me shut up.
No, I'm on a different screen. Oh old Glenn. And this is one of the Balfe brothers, one of the guys who created, who's behind CrimeCon and Red Seed Ventures and all that crap. Yeah. Now, Glenn Beck, he throws some damn signs, let me tell you. Let me type that in. Hand signals and symbols. I don't know how to say it. Let's see. That ain't all I got. Okay, I was like, come on now. Why is that in there? That's interesting. I'm not blurring her damn kid out. She needs to do it. I like that one. Anyways. Oh, here we go. There's a whole mess of them. Oh, it won't let me make it larger. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna just hold that there for a second. I'll go put this one because I copied a picture, so I need to paste it in my Canva real quick. Let me look in here in my Canva while I'm in here. James. Let me just type James. Oh, this is interesting too. I've been wanting to show y'all this. This is a post by Nancy and Mike James, or Nancy Payne James, Daily Personal Church of Jesus Christ Study. That's who she posted it to on Facebook. And it says, how do you answer this critical question? Now, and just think about this with Lori and Chad in mind. If you knew very soon your family would be asked by God to leave most of your possessions behind and flee for safety into the wilderness on the eve of tribulation and destruction, what would you do to get prepared? We invite all who feel a desire to gather, capital letter, and inspire, capital letter, one another in our one great family, to join the discussion about how we can help purify our lives and become a blessing to fulfill, capital, our promise, capital, as children of God. We did just that at our concluding fireside with Sean Little Bear, hosted by Kevin Campbell and I don't remember, and blank his wife, blank, and great people who attended. Anyways, it fucking bothers me because I know they're up to some bullshit, and they got away with it again. Like, this is from them too. It's from Nancy Payne James, and it says how you speak about others without walking in their moccasins, so to speak. About your post of Ezra Taft Benson, my great grandfather was Ezra Taft Benson's father's mission president. And I heard a voice on the hill Cumorah, which changed the missionary work in the church. Ezra was asked by his father, while in the mission field, to read the Book of Mormon every day with the family while he was on his mission, leaving 7 children and a pregnant wife. Ezra did that. And he knew about that voice on Cumorah. That is why his father passed on blah, blah, blah to his son. Just so you know, Sean Little Bear is meeting with some of the 12 apostles very soon and will receive a special calling. Oh, he couldn't hold that calling until he was married, which is happening tomorrow. We are filming it. His brother has held LDS leadership callings for many years in Arizona. His nephew is a bishop, and he is a 7th-generation Mormon. His great-grandfather was the chief of all chiefs, for fuck's sake. And he also came from native royalty on both sides, as well as the medicine healing calling from his mother's side. It matters. This is them doing the calling dropping, name dropping type stuff, same thing. Anyways, freaking bullshit. Screenshots. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I looked under screenshots.
We had that a little bit in Jehovah's Witnesses, because you would say, well, my family has been in for 4 generations or 3 generations, both my parents, all kind of stuff like that. And also, this would really get me a lot of clout. My grandmother was a Russellite before they were named Jehovah's
I never heard that. That's so cool. I never heard that.
Well, Pastor Russell, I forget now what his first name was, but he was the one who started it. And so people called them Russellites.
Wow. It's like snufferites, huh?
Yes, and Grandma told me that one time they called the Ku Klux Klan. What did she call them? The Night Riders. And she said the Night Riders would like go around and they'd leave a box of matches on the doorstep of people who like if the man was cheating on his wife or something, to warn him he better behave and not be bad. And they brought matches and put on her daddy's doorstep because they were Russellites. Persecuted people, y'all. Persecuted people.
Poor thing. I feel so sorry for them.
Let's think how many that I don't even know how many generations that makes.
Too damn many. That's how many. That's how you know. Look, this is from that lawsuit, or I'm sorry, the investigation into Tim Ballard from a while back. And let me just read a couple things. It says Rawlings then launched into an odd series of allegations about OUR and Mr. Ballard relating to crimes, private personal conduct, and paranoid theories. Rawlings' allegations were far-fetched and false. I think this is from Sean Reyes. And Rawlings failed to present any evidence to substantiate them. Rawlings's tirade included the following allegations. So this is what that investigator was, alluding to. Investigating. Mr. Ballard had sexual affairs with 8 women who were members of a group called Mormon Women with Blue Eyes. And that's in quotes. MWBE is what I call it. B. Mr. Ballard was only an unpaid intern at the CIA, not a true employee. Mr. Ballard was fired from the CIA because he failed a CIA polygraph test. Mr. Ballard's motives for building and running OUR were fame and money. OUR faked or staged an operation in Colombia, which was depicted in footage as part of Operation Triple Take. The movie Sound of Freedom is a tool used by Mr. Ballard to defraud donors. Mr. Ballard's wife, Catherine, was guilty of witness tampering when she supposedly attempted to influence a witness not to cooperate with Rawlings in his investigation. Rawlings falsely alleged that he possessed written communications. Written communications Catherine sent via email to witnesses in which she claimed Mr. Ballard was the second iteration of Joseph Smith. Rawlings is the devil, and that the witnesses should not cooperate with Rawlings. So apparently, allegedly, that's what Catherine said. That LDS Apostle Elder M. Russell Ballard's family benefited from OUR donor dollar investments. I mean, especially whenever they invested into it,
I've had my mic muted, but 2 or 3 things that you've read caused me to gasp loudly. I couldn't even believe what you're reading it.
Yeah, I know, huh? Now, I mean, these are just accusations. I have to say that for legal matters. But Attorney General Reyes tampered with witnesses. Rawlings claimed, oh wait, did I skip one? Oh no, I didn't. Rawlings claimed to have written communications from Attorney General Reyes to a witness asking the witness not to cooperate with Rawlings' investigation. Mr. Ballard lied during a Deseret Book LDS Living interview titled The Scripture That Saved My Life. He also claims the Layton chief of police complained to Rawlings that OUR took credit for the Layton Police Department's operations, that Elder Ballard and or other LDS Church authorities provided LDS Church tithing records to OUR to help OUR target wealthy donors or LDS Church wards, that OUR only invest 1 cent of every dollar donated towards OUR ops, that OUR committed a crime by failing to disclose to donors its use of a remote viewing specialist. Portaling. OUR committed a crime by failing to disclose to donor. I already said that. We note that few of the items above, which Rawlings was implicitly threatening to provide to the media as an obvious witness intimidation tactic, would have been crimes even if they had been true. How come just a few? Which they were not. Which again raises the question as to what the purpose of Rawlings' investigation was. Again, Sean Reyes, why would you put, we note that few of the items would have been crimes, even if they had been true, which they were not. Anyways, they are just
Minimizing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what they do.
These men are not examples of good men.
Nope.
No, nope.
It pisses me off because I mean, but now since the Epstein stuff came out, and people are seeing it, it's like it's not just how come these people just continue to get away with things. It's that they all get away with these things, in my opinion. This is how this works for them, for the elite. It's very apparent to me now. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's not just because Tim's lucky or allegedly. It's
I
because
think it's money. If there's if there's a common denominator, it's money. These are rich people problems. I mean, these are rich people problems. The predators, but they pick some people who are not rich people to be their dang
Oh my
prey.
gosh, they cut her butt.
That's JJ. I just said that because Liza Joe said, "Pump your pelvis to patriarchy." So, anyways,
I'm trying.
I like
about
messing with the things. Anyways, these suck though, for what it's worth.
It's crazy.
Is it?
I know we need a what do you call it? We need a the sad trombone. If they wanted to put something in there, they should have put the sad. No, we don't have it. That's what I said. Maybe I'll have to hunt one. Why?
I have some that I need to upload, but I got, you have to put them in a certain format, and I'm just not fast on the horn over here. So, anyways,
I bet you that stuff that I told you I can download would let you convert things from one thing to another. We'll have to test it on some stuff. Have to have a meeting. Every time we have a meeting to talk about business stuff and work stuff, we get excited talking about stuff that we found out that we're going to have to make work stuff later and forget.
Right.
I'm bad about it.
It never ends, man. I'm serious. I have so many ideas, and I've kind of run out of some too. I'm just like, I just feel like I don't have good video skills anymore. Like everything's just so TikTok-y now, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. It's just not. It's going to be very boring.
Well,
but
in one way, people who are just themselves and sincere and don't have a lot of bells and whistles will become the novelty, because you can't look at bells and whistles all the time. It takes away from the point of the discussion. That's, whenever, like, if your purpose is to give people information, if you're not careful, you'll step on the information with frivolous stuff around it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I've seen that happen quite a few times. Yeah. There's a lot.
I know there's like some people that always talking about some of the they said they must have got that sweater in 1980 from the thrift store. And I was like, look, if you're as old as me,
doilies with
I wasn't even talking. It was somebody else that wasn't even her. I forgot that was said about her too, but I'm just saying.
You can look at it and see. You're like, damn.
Yeah, she needs to get a style and just stick to it. She could wear black today and beat the one that she's doing now.
Hers is eclectic. It's what it is, which can be cute. It can also be hideous.
It's not her though.
My opinion.
Somehow.
All right.
It's maybe kindergarten teacher kind of clothes.
Or I don't even know. It's just like, hey, I'm blind. Yeah. That's basically what it is. She's just reaching in her closet, her rental closet.
There's my Tuesday outfit.
Oh man, she needs help. Her son can help her.
My mother-in-law works in it was in a manufacturing where, they sat around a table and put screws in bags. Something's going on with
No,
the
it's
thing.
just whoa.
You're just ready. So anyway, she had like a different color bright t-shirt, one for each, and had what day of the week she wore. She was, man, I could never be as organized as my ex-mother-in-law. She was like,
You can never be as what?
Organized.
I didn't hear that part. Organized. I don't know, right?
She was just like on top of everything.
I used to be super organized. Well, even after my house fire. But I mean, before that, I was always, everything had a place. Everything was, where it went. But then after that, and I mean, again, I think this goes into trauma and like, because I've watched Hoarders. I've watched different, like I'd watch Intervention, just different shows like that. And you kind of, I don't know. I'm just saying these things do happen and they're not intentional. But
I have stuff, but I can remember at one point whenever I sewed, we had like a fabric store that you could buy fabric, like 3 yards and a piece. It was already cut, and oh, that's a good deal. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy it. And soon you got like an overwhelming bunch of fabric that you're not.
It's got holes in it or something because it's dry rotted or whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's no the elastic's like, man. My mama, she used to be able to sew some Barbie clothes for my Barbies. Oh man, it was awesome.
I used to do that. Too. So fun to not have naked cans.
Right. Oh, nasty.
They're hard to get their pants on.
Not to get them off though, huh? Just
well,
kidding.
I don't know about that, but you're right. Little kids get them off and you can never get them back on. It's a chore getting them back on.
Sure. Yeah. And they always end up with matted like hair and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played with Barbies. I love
Hayden
Barbies.
like those what are they? Monster High dolls.
Oh yeah, those
yes.
and stuff. Yeah.
In fact, she painted her seniors get to paint their parking space and have a parking space all year.
Oh wow, you're talking about as an older kid.
Yeah, well, she could have done anything, but she painted at Monster High. She used her initials are similar to the logo, and she just put her initials in the logo. And
oh yeah, that's
put a bunch of spider webs around with flowers and.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're growing up, Krisha. We're scared I'm so scared for our almost adults.
Yeah, no, just don't let them join any damn sororities or fraternities, okay?
I don't think that'll happen with Hayden, but she is the honoriest thing ever was about stuff.
Okay, they might be book smart, okay, but that don't mean they're smart in the common sense area, so we got to help them out. It's a superpower, I think.
It's just going to a school and tying herself down to all of that is a big deal for her. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Body cam. Hold on.
And two, I mean, and we can't count on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And we can't count on the world we're living in to be for them like it was for us. Like whatever rules we went by may not be the same for them, and that's real scary.
Yeah. Have y'all seen this? This is freaking bizarre.
Go ahead, Bruce.
This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up. Everyone take their blindfolds off.
None of them ever say anything. None of them. Not one. I mean, so the fire alarm goes off and they respond, and this is what they see.
Johnson County prosecutors are sharing body camera video of an incident that shut down a University of Iowa fraternity. Police and fire responded to the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity back in November of 2024, because of a fire alarm. Firefighters attempted to evacuate the building, but say everyone inside refused to leave. Now, the fire turned out to be a false alarm, but once inside, police learned why many of the people refused to leave. Officers found dozens of fraternity pledges in the basement, blindfolded and covered in water and beer. Investigators initially struggled to find out who had organized the event and what exactly was going on.
Who's in charge? So our president, he's kind of having a panic attack right now, so he asked me to come down and talk to you guys. Okay, we have been on scene for how long? We have been demanding to speak to someone in charge, and no one knows who's in charge, and nobody wants to speak to us. Yeah, I need the president. Okay. Now. I'm going to go grab him. Yes. Sounds good. I'll be down in a second. I'm going to make a phone call right over here. Okay. You president?
Yes.
So what's going on tonight?
It's their lead up to initiation.
Okay. What's the deal with what are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded.
Okay.
And get messed with.
Obviously.
Okay.
Police arrested one person for interference with official acts, though prosecutors later dropped the charge. The university suspended the fraternity for 4 years. The soonest it can return to campus is July of 2029.
Oh shit! I accidentally hit this. I just went on the screen and just pushed something. So back to court. It is push. I push play. That's bizarre, huh?
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine walking in on that and then it just being like nobody's
and the kid's not answering you? The police are there and everything. The kids.
Well, it was the first responder. It was the fire department, but still, they go in there because the fire alarm went off. They were dispatched there. And you go in there and they're all looking like that. How creepy is that to me? I was just like, oh my God, this is weird. Very weird to me. And
I wonder what they did. I mean, if they weren't, if they didn't call their mamas to come get them, did they take them all to jail? Did they give them a bath? What happened next?
The prosecutor turned down charges. Of course they did. This is how the elites work. I mean, this is one of the first ways that I believe that you go from this kind of group,
shame
this club, this secret ritualistic initiation, the hazing and all that. And then I think from there, it's like a gateway, I guess, that would open up to what I would say would be a Freemason and so on and so forth. That's just me and my little uneducated opinion. And it reminds me of Uncle Charles, how he was a Kappa Sig.
I'm just going to say this, that when I was in college, I did get invited to do one of those things that was about your grades, but it was but one meeting. And maybe I didn't go further in it, but I just went to one meeting. I don't know whether that one meeting was it or I was supposed to do something else.
No, yeah, but you would have had to.
I think it was a cord. We got a cord on for our to wear on our gowns. Capping. How you have your cap and gown, you have different cords for different things.
Yeah.
But I don't. And two, also, they were recruiting people to go on to a higher education because
that's the sorority and the fraternity.
I was already a senior and I wasn't going to go on to be to get a bachelor's degree. So I'm guessing that is what they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never wanted to be, since I got out of something that was very hard to get out of. I'm real careful about, we just really need to stress that to our kids, that it is a whole lot easier to get into these things than it is to get out of them.
Yeah.
Marriage and all.
Next thing you know, your 31st, 32nd, whatever. Oh my God. I keep wanting to call it a belt and I don't mean that. Degree. And then boom, you're having to sacrifice be at a sacrifice or.
And you've done embarrassing things that if you don't keep going on further, your stuff's going to get told. So you have to it's like blackmail.
It sit on you. It is. That's exactly what it is. I'm telling you, this has got to be one way we can intervene. Is like to teach our kid. Like I told Leland,
I would like to
you're not joining a fraternity. He's like, I know. I'm like, I promise you, I'll remind you. No. Nope. And I mean, I'm not saying everybody in a fraternity or sorority, please God, don't, I don't ever mean
Did you
everybody.
see where the Secretary of War, Pete Hedgepeth or whatever, said that he thinks that education is the problem, and he's gonna, and he could have a point with what this is, but he's like people who are in the but people in the military. That's one reason some people join the military is because they can get an education while they're in the and well, like you can become a doctor, you can get your medical for without paying for it and stuff if you or do it while you're in the military and become a so those things are important to those people who are planning on doing it if maybe they couldn't get to be a doctor any other way, but if they were going to start restricting what schools they will fund, and the only one of the Ivy League schools that they will fund is Dartmouth.
And that where Joseph Smith went?
Yes, exactly.
Sure, and Hiram Smith, actually. Hiram Smith for sure.
It's a lot of different religions studied there.
But he was poor. They were poor. So just know that story is not accurate.
And
either.
every day
They're
when he
not
came
poor.
home from school, he took care of little Joseph, who had an injured leg, and he taught him all the things he had learned in school. Then I'm sure he gave his commentary
books. Yep, his books. And yeah, so I mean, how can you be poor farm boy, 14 years old? You find some golden plates that aren't really you're not able to freaking pick that up and move it. There's all kinds of really bad things with that story. It's jacked.
There's levels of poor, and
I call it first world problems. I'm like, yeah, me and you, like, we don't have the same kind of struggles. We don't.
No.
Like
No.
Monday, I was like, YouTube usually pays by the 23rd. Usually, like I couldn't even believe they waited till the 23rd. Usually it'll be like the 22nd. Well, I mean, I had like a couple cigarettes left, and I was just like, oh my God. And we were streaming Monday, and then it happened. And I was like, in the middle of the day, I didn't even care. I was like, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Yes. I hear you. That's the way
I don't know. It's cigarettes, right?
With my Social Security check, I wear out my bank account that day that it's supposed to come in, and it doesn't come into the next day every
right. Yeah, but if like the month before, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then, yeah.
Well, used to everybody got their things on the 4th, which is the 4th of the month. Yeah, that's what my grandma, my mama, and all of them. But at some point, I guess it was that so many people that they started rotating it, so it's like Wednesdays.
They ended this one too.
Well, I've got the one in the background, yeah, and
this was the new one. All right, let me refresh this. Hopefully, it still has us connected, like my screen sharing. Hopefully, I hate when a hair falls and it's tickling my arm. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
This one was an hour and 2. This one's 12 minutes. They just ended it a minute ago. So I'm assuming they will create a new one.
So it should be coming up pretty soon that they'll be ready too. I've said that a million times, but I think now it really is that it's.
I'm just going to keep refreshing.
Way too many windows I got open.
I'm sure they'll start a new one. Once they get going again, I gotta move around. My butt hurts. It starts feeling weird. Like I need to move. I'm gonna have like restless leg syndrome again. I hate that shit. Oh my God. With my sciatic nerve thing, oh my God, it drives me insane.
I know when I used to have a job and I would sit for way too long.
I wouldn't mind one of those where you stand up, like that would be good. You can do both. You can stand up or sit down.
Well, also, sometimes we get things too convenient. Like we can reach our printer instead of walking to get it. printout.
Mhm. Yep.
I was just thinking about filing cabinets the other day.
Wow, the church got one for you. I'm just kidding.
No, because that was one of the jobs I used to have, and I hated that more than anything. Filing. I know it's only your ABCs. It doesn't seem like it would be complicated, but
Have you ever smashed your boob in a filing cabinet? I did. It hurt. Yeah.
I'm sure
Uh,
I've smashed something, but I don't think it was my boob.
my whole boob. My boob. I was leaned over. Yeah. Anyways, I don't even know. I get myself in these situations and I'm like, who does that? Like, I can never do that. I can't even describe what happened because it's just so random and odd.
Was in advertising, you might be doing an ad for, for some product, but the ad is not named that name. Is named the name of the agency that sent it to you. So
Okay.
just to make things more complicated when you're filing and looking at stuff, that McDonald's does not go under M. It goes under whoever owns the,
What's their names? I remember Gehrig is their last names. We used to do
No, but I
plumbing for
mean,
them.
individual people.
I know.
What do they call them? They're called
billionaires. Okay, it's what they're called. They're in the diddle club.
Whatever. Yeah.
Hey,
But
diddle,
they just
diddle.
make everything is. But the fact that there's so many different names involved in one job shows that there's way too many people's hands in the pie.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I did the work and you're paying for it, all these other people's names are involved.
I get it. I do. Okay. Oh, let me fix this too. Right. Thank y'all for being here.
Yes, and putting up with this fella who had to. I hope those people went and ate their damn lunch while they were on break. I'm trying
Right? Yeah, let's get this on. Let's get this on.
I
Oh,
felt
good.
I thought he was talking to the jury, and when he said that maybe he was talking to that lady, the daughter, he told Eric's sister was going to have to come back and testify after lunch, and he told her to not talk to anybody at lunch. Poor thing.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy, Vacamon Valerie. Holy shit. That I don't even want to repeat that. I mean, but I can see that.
I've got to read the chat now.
Oh, I pinned it. It's just my ex was military and said he met a lot of guys who joined because they wanted to murk people, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's just nothing, you know. I mean, I understand. Like I was engaged to a military guy who served 3 tours in Iraq, and he was a Marine. Hoorah! But I mean, he showed like remorse, regret, things like that. Because I mean, it always was just like one of those things where I'm just like, women and children, okay, alrighty. I just would rather not know.
I know I heard, I don't know remember who said it the other day, but it said, if you take another person's life, you'll never be the same again. And that's why really and truly, if a person like a policeman and it doesn't affect them, there's something wrong with them.
Gotta be. Hey, dude. There he is. Roger. I think is his name. Roger? Maybe. You just finished lunch? Well, what you got? Yeah. And also, like, I learned about PTSD before I ever got it. With the fireworks, when it's fireworks season and they go off. I mean, that's just it reminds them of that sometimes, some of them, whomever. And I mean, I've never been in warfare. And I'm just like, Some days are better, but I can't guarantee that I'm not going to startle. That part's gotten better. Thank God. Oh my God. I already had, severe anxiety disorder. Then you add just the startling and all that stuff on top of it. Oh my God. Tuna sub sandwich. That sounds so good. Actually.
Symbols. Oh, here he comes. I was going to say the symbols always get me. In the Star Spangled Banner, I'll get scared. I mean, every time I hear it, I know they're going to have that symbol crescendo thing. And still, when they do, I'll jump 3 feet every time they do that.
I thought you meant like hand signals and stuff. I was like,
oh, when they're playing the national anthem at a football game, and the band's playing, and they hit that high place, that hit the symbols. I jump everywhere.
I can see like one of the boys or something, and I know they're there, but then I'll be in the laundry room or something. I'm like, make some noise or something when you're coming around the damn corner. Okay.
Yes.
And they do, but I'm still like, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I would scream at my office if people snuck up on me to ask. They would just like walk up and like tap on my shoulder, and I would scream so loud it would scare them.
The struggle is freaking real, man. Like you don't realize how it affects your life until it happens, and so it's real. It's a real thing. Yeah, and again, mental illness and stuff like that it's invisible. It's silent. You can't see it or hear it, but you can feel it for sure.
And that memory thing, it is so, I mean, I have had some trauma, but not nearly the trauma of some other people. I know it's not a contest, but I'm just, my brain spaces out, and I don't remember so many things. Like we'll be talking about something that's happened. My brother will be telling it. My mom will be telling it. I have no recollection of any of it going on.
Right. It's scary.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't remember that. And it was like a couple of weeks ago even, and I'm like, I don't know anything.
Well, my kids tell me stuff from their youth that I don't remember when we went this place or that place. Me and my son got into an argument about the Parthenon because I had said that it was in Nashville, and he said it was in a different, like a replica of the Parthenon.
I don't even know what that is. I'm like, what?
It's a one of the Greek buildings, the huge Greek buildings that they still have. It's.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, anyways, that they had built it for the World's Fair. Anyway, my son said, "No, that's in another city," and I argued with him. And yes, both of them have a Gothic building like that, and I just forgot about it.
It's freaking. We have a wind advisory. Weird. That's what I pulled this up for.
My son called me yesterday and said, "Mom,
yeah,
lock the door, lock the doors, don't let anybody in the house." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "I just heard there's like a hoodlum on the loose in Coldwater." And so I was like, "Okay." So I'm locking the doors. I said, I want you. I was like, "What kind of hoodlum?" He's like, "I don't know. So and so
kind. The kind that open your door."
So last night, nothing happened, of course, but then last night the neighbor's German Shepherd barked all freaking night long. And because he'll bark if me and Brutus go out in the yard, but he does not bark a lot. And I hope they're home. They may not even be home, but I was worried about them. I was like, because that dog never barks like that all night long. He even got Brutus going. The other dogs in the neighborhood going.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, Lamisa. Just fly in, wing in a prayer. I'm not laughing at you. I just get it. Oh my God. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we're having up to 20-mile-an-hour gusts. Whatever they're doing with the weather.
It's real overcast here, but it doesn't look like the wind is blowing.
I told Jason earlier it felt like it felt and looked like it was going to rain sometime this morning, but he was like, "No rain today," and I'm like, "Okay."
It felt like
it was dry up, but no. he was keeping a lookout. Good. That's good. Yeah. Probably Donna. Come on. Oh, that scared me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Having fun while gliding, though. There you go. All right, let me hush. We're going to jump off. Allegedly. Let me do this. We'll still be right here until we hear, let's get it on, by the judge with his deep voice. He says it much better.
Rest of the day.
There we go.
Will have you come back tomorrow morning, ready
Oh,
to
shit.
go at 8:30 a.m. Between now and then, same instructions. Please do not speak about this case with anyone. Please do not allow anyone to speak about the case to you. Please do not read, listen to, or watch any reports about this case from any source. You just have to affirmatively avoid those things. Please don't do any searches on the internet about this case at all. Thank you for your patience. Please travel safe. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Please rise for the jury.
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much.
Well,
What'd you do? How come we? I'm just kidding.
so they've just not. We're done for the day.
Ms. Gibson, may I have a brief conversation?
Okay, maybe we'll find out.
Leave that there for a moment if you want. Mr. Palmer will watch over it.
I can't hear it, man.
You can just step to the podium for a moment. I apologize for this delay. Can you be here ready to go at 8:30 tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you are still, in effect, under oath and on the stand, so you cannot confer with anybody about your testimony?
Yes.
All right. Can you follow that instruction?
Yes.
Very good. I'll see you tomorrow morning, ready to go at 8:30. Okay. You'll be taking that bin with you, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, anything else on the record today?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestor?
No, sir.
Okay, very good. The court is in recess. Thank you for your patience.
Well, fudge. Not today, kiddos. Not today. I don't know if his appointment went a little longer than it was supposed to, but hey.
I'm mad at him.
Oh shit. He's in the doghouse.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
how it's done. Yeah. So I went ahead and scheduled the trials or the streams or whatever for all the way up till Friday. Yay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I was thinking about just doing maybe a members only Saturday if you want to, Donna.
Sounds
We've been
good.
talking about it. We need to just do it. And then Sunday I'm going to schedule and it's going to be like I don't even think I'm able to fit it in one, but it's going to be the bigger part of the Frank Vandersloot stuff.
Okay.
But it's kind of you'll see. Nothing spectacular, just me reading. But it's all the stuff that I've been putting together and working on. So
very good.
If you've been, digging into this case with me or, with Chad and Lori and the cult, then it'll be interesting. I think you'll find it interesting. Thank you again, the Sacred Secret Society. I love your name. The Sacred Secret. It's not secret. It's not sacred. Oh my gosh, thank you. And then I tagged that from earlier. Lamisa, thank you. Thank you, Shelley Schofield. I really appreciate your 5 memberships to Difficult Research, and we'll do a members only Saturday. Probably more during the either early afternoon. Would that be good for you, Donna? Or because I can do it whenever. I'm just trying to.
That sounds good. No, that's be fine.
Okay, and it's just gonna be chat, kind of like what we were doing, But
okay, good.
Unless I can think of anything else until then. But most
Oh,
important thing is just to get on the books. Let's just do it and stop talking about it,
let's, yep, yes,
do the damn thing.
yes.
So, but we are scheduled for tomorrow morning, court back in session tomorrow, and appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you, Donna, for everything. Thank you, mods. I think we have Lamisa and Fancy Nancy, and I think that's it, huh? But thank all mods, right?
Yes.
You guys do the Lord's work. Anyways, all right. You actually really enjoyed today, right? All the bum stories and stuff. Yeah,
No, I
I
think
know.
we needed to do that too.
we look at it together. We snark on it just as equally, and yeah, it doesn't make it. I don't feel as like alone or isolated. Like people, y'all get me, and I get you, and yeah, y'all are my people too. Dr. Peppers for all. Thank you.
No,
Thank you, Gigi.
I became a pepper too.
Mhm. Pepper Pride. No, I'm picking. I'm thinking of Pepper Pride. Anyways, all right, guys. We'll see you mañana.
All right.
Be
Bye, y'all.
good or be good at it. All right. Be good or be good at it. All right. Justice for Tylee, Charles, Tammy, JJ, and Joe, and Eric Richins. So, all right. See y'all tomorrow morning.